about them maximizing their great potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me, I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on 1 second.
Have you...
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break. And we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. When you no. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are gonna say you know, and Stephen A., I know you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go to you guys.
So did you say
you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I got it.
Guys, I really appreciate
you're my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you were not talking about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica.
Guys,
you making Stephen A's point, Monica. You making Stephen A's point.
Please let me do my job. Please let me do my job. We've gone for 40 minutes straight. It was a riveting discussion. I have to get into commercial break.
Perfect. I'm pretty off today. I'm not going to deny it. And I will confess to you, I'm pretty off for some of my colleagues. One in particular. I usually don't call folks out that I work with. There's always exceptions, because sometimes they're necessary. What she said is blatantly false. I'm not accusing her of lying. I'm accusing her of not knowing, because she's not a liar. She's an honorable person. She must not have known. The WNBA, could I have done more? Well, guess what, Monica McNutt? I could have done less. Who's done more? Hell, a legitimate argument could be made that the WNBA wasn't doing it for themselves. The commissioner of the WNBA came on First Take to thank us for what we was doing for the WNBA. Who else was doing it? Where were these people at? We address one issue after another after another. It's sports, fine. It's social issues, fine. It's politics, it's fine. It's gender issues, fine. The list goes on and on. First Take is the place. Who's the executive producer of First Take? Who handpicked every single contributor to the show? Because more than 2 years ago, Jimmy Pitaro, the president of ESPN, Dave Roberts, an executive editor at ESPN, handed that responsibility to me, and I didn't even ask for it. You don't believe me? Ask them. You know their numbers. Jimmy Pitaro.
I'm looking at guys like Charles Barkley, LeBron James, Stephen A., Shannon Sharpe, right? Why do I point out those four guys? You have to be careful about the words that you put out there. The word hating, the word jealous, those are words, those are triggering words for women, right? Like in anything. I've been married to one, okay? I've been married to a woman for going on 15 years. And those two words, hating, especially when you're talking about referring to another woman or other women, those are triggering words. So you have to do a better job with that. They have to do a better job with that because it's not hating and it's not jealousy, it's competition. Pat McAfee, I think he owes everyone an apology, especially Caitlin Clark. You cannot call her out of her name like that. You can't. No one could come to his defense, and it's unacceptable. At the end of the day, you have to respect the WNBA, respect the women that are playing, respect the women that are covering the game, and you have to make sure you do it in great fashion. If you're a man that's jumping into this
negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Just like the next Kenny, can you the mic?
JJ knocked me down?
No, you don't understand.
Oh, you go check the film. JJ knocked me down. She didn't get a flagrant one though. Yeah, she got a regular foul, but it was the same thing. It was the same thing. But we can't pick and choose what players get flagrant fouls and flagrant ones.
Oh, 100%. I was just trying to.
But no, go check the clip. It's the same. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and the first thing I do gotta say, the capital C's are most definitely in full effect here. Controversy, chaos, conflict, confusion, and confrontation being part of the conversation when it comes to the WNBA. And at the end of the day, it's giving them a bigger payday for everybody across the board because it's drawing in more eyes. No matter how you slice the pie, hand it out, distribute it, the controversy of getting fouled hard, the controversy of the aggression is what sells it and makes it more intense. So Caitlin Clark getting fouled the way that she do is helping her as well, and everybody else in the league, because guess what? Now people are tuning in, and we'll have the links in the description where you can watch this in full as Stephen A. Smith got into Monica McNutt when the conversation with the foul of Carter doing what she did to Clark with the push down became intense this morning. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here, it's so many levels, layers, and layouts of conversation. While I agree with Monica McNutt on 1,000%. Everybody combining everything in one and trying to have it in one sit down. But with the history of this country, the history of sports and female sports, you can't tie it into one quick little sit down. You have to have that topic, stay on that topic, and have that conversation and not try to combine it into one thing or generalize it for the entire league, because that's how confusion comes off and people are going to get offended by it. It just is what it is. So first thing I do want to address, Caitlin Clark getting fouled hard. Is she? Some people gonna say no, some people gonna say not. But guess what? This is the competitive nature of that sport. I don't care who you is. Dog, top player, you the dog of the league, you the truth. They coming for you. If you got the hype coming around you, that's just what it is. That's how they gonna come at it. They gonna look at it like you the star. I got to prove her wrong. Like Kendrick Perkins say, that's the competitive nature of the sport. Everybody trying to get that lick on that person who hooping. That don't necessarily mean that they hating. That don't mean that they jealous. They like, well, hold on, she the star? Let me step it up and everything like that there. Let me go ahead and try to play my best against this person. Everybody go through that. But I tell Caitlin Clark this, because niggas don't want to tell her the real and spill it to her how the deal gonna go if she don't turn it up. You got to get back physical with them. And like Matt Barnes say, her teammates as well, because that's what they gonna do.
Got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down. It is what it is. She's not the first. She won't be the last. My issue and my question is, where the her teammates at? Where y'all at? Where the rest of the Indiana Fever at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down. Has to pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team. She's the star. You always protect your star. I was someone who protected the stars. Kobe, CP, Blake, list goes on. It's going to be a problem because you guys are supposed to be a family. And you wonder why you sit at the bottom of the league right now is because y'all don't protect each other, man. Coach don't do about it. Players don't shoot. Y'all should be ashamed of it. But the rest of the league is going to continue to test her. And that's what they're supposed to do. It's your guys' fucking job to have her back and have each other's back. Got to do better, ladies.
This is the sport. This is a physical contacting sport. They gonna push, they gonna elbow, they gonna shove. Nigga, go look at young niggas in the league in AAU. Look at the young girls. They be out there going crazy on each other. That's the game. Now, let's keep it all the way 1,000 for Stephen A. Smith and other people that want to try to play the role. I'm not gonna cap like I was a nigga watching WNBA all the time and da-da-da-da. What Angela Reese said right there is our absolute truth as well. We not finna downplay the other girls who've been doing what they did in WNBA. The Skylar Diggins, the other girls, the Tarasis or whoever that laid down this foundation, even going back to the days of Tina Thompson and Cynthia Cooper and the people that came in. We not downplaying nobody who been holding it down. Most definitely. They most definitely paved the way for Caitlin Clark to even get here. So we not finna downplay what they did as well. But that rivalry between her and Angela Reese is what brought the people who don't watch women basketball into the league, which that's really where the new hype is coming in at. Yes, Caitlin Clark hooping drew fans in from different aspects, and mostly, don't get it twisted, do we got to sugarcoat it? Do we have to fake and play dumb because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings because she is white? Like, that turned it up even more. Like, let's not play dumb. Like, let's keep it 1,000 with ourselves for a change. True, we know that that's a fact. Like, why even try to lie? But that rivalry with her and Angela Reese, most definitely, there were people to see that basketball rivalry, that trash-talking rivalry with those two. That is a fact. But there are some people that jumped in that because it's like, oh, we seen the comments, we seen the social media, we seen the narrative getting pushed of this being a racial thing. It is what it is. We in America, dog. Why do we got to play like it don't exist? Let's stop the nonsense. But, as Kendrick Perkins said right there, the other women in the WNBA, when you use those words like hate or jealous, that means you're categorizing like her as, everybody mad at her, everybody jealous of her, and the other girls are going to be like, well, hold on, bro, what you mean? We supposed to go out here and try to play hard. We supposed to get physical. You supposed to rough up the star player. You supposed to have somebody on your team even that's the trash man. Hey, when he go to the hole, you foul him hard. You make, hey, we gonna go hard on him. Give him, hey, you foul out on him. You foul out on that person and everything like that. They done softened this game all the way up. We keeping it all the way 1,000. I'm a nigga that grew up outside hooping with town boys that was girls. They could hoop better than niggas at certain times, and they was gonna foul, squabble niggas, whatever. That's just what it is. It get physical. It's niggas that never had a chance to play in the NBA. Never was gonna make it in the league. That then had basketball fights in the neighborhood growing up. I'm talking about niggas that grew up drinking out the water hose. It'll be niggas gonna fight in your front yard. You know what it is, 8, 9 niggas meet up at the house. It's a physical game. I tell Caitlin Clark the real. You gonna have a target on your back, but it ain't hate. It's you the top prospect. Yeah, you the cash cow. Stephen A. Smith and them are saying like, well, understand that, respect that. Y'all are going at her. Y'all are fouling her. It's hate. It's jealousy. And they like, well, hold on. Nah, we got to show up too. We still got to try to beat her. We still got to try to do what we got to do to win. She gonna get fouled hard. If she talking trash, okay, we gonna pay you back with that. And that's when the color stuff get thrown into play, because let's keep it all the way 1,000. Look at the men in the NBA. That nigga Larry Bird was out there squabbling niggas. A lot of white NBA players was out there squabbling niggas. It's a physical game. And if y'all want the endorsements, y'all want the money, y'all want all that to last, this is the viewership. The viewership is here to see the rivalry, most definitely. The viewership is here to see the intensity. The men have always had the face of the basketball, in my personal opinion. There's levels and levels of difference of opinions about this, mostly because of the athleticism. If the women could be as fast, dunk, had the skill set, because some of them got more skill than some niggas probably, but it's the athleticism, the strength, the ability to leap and things like that that make it more entertaining for men. Not to mention, this league is way younger than the NBA. So people need to know that and try to act like, okay, bro, that it's not just, well, she came in and did this and did that. It's so many other structures of advertising dollars, marketing dollars. Has she brought that? Yes. But whatchamacallit is not lying either. Angela Reese most definitely brought a whole nother social media perspective to it when they got into their little rivalry. We not going to play that. But Caitlin Clark is hooping. She is turned up. She is going crazy. And also, McAfee know he was out of pocket with that disrespectful stuff right there. He apologized for that already. I do want to put that out there because, bro, you know, he was trying to be cool. He wasn't doing it in a disrespectful way. He was trying to be hip, but he most definitely know, hey, bro, that was going to come out bad. You ain't even got the presentation or the show type to even say nothing like that, just keeping it all the way 1,000. But he know he was out of pocket. He came through, got that correct. You can't be doing no things like that. But boys got to know, think about it. If you was going at somebody trying to play your heart out, gave him a little tough foul or got aggressive with him, you a hooper, and everybody starts saying, man, you hating on him or you jealous of him because you trying to play him hard and things like that. It's like, what? Nah, nigga, they the star. Nigga, I'm trying to go up there and prove that I'm better. That's competition. Tell me what y'all think, man. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.